Hi, I'm Michael Stebbins with Market Motive, and this is Chapter 2 of How to Stop Wasting Your Time with Web Analytics. In this chapter, we're going to apply web analytics to search engine robot analysis. We'll find out which pages the search engine robots can see, how often and how deep they go into our website, and we'll make sure that our web pages are as attractive as possible to the search engine robots. And we'll do this all using the Interrogator template, which gets us into our web analytics sessions and out very fast with the answers we need to continue our marketing. Now, the Interrogators template is based on three parts. The first part is a question that we formulate before we go into our web analytics session. It should relate to something that's important to our business, and there's a small translation to make sure that it's a question that can be answered by our web analytics tools. You want to pick the most likely 3 or 4 answers. Don't go any more than 3 or 4, and intuitively you'll usually get the possible answers correct. And then you want to make sure that you have a planned action for each possible answer. Once you have these 3 things in place, it's time to go into your web analytics session. For example, we want to find out if the search engine robots love me. We want to make sure that our pages are just absolutely attractive and beautiful to the search engine robots. And to do that, we need to find out what our pages look like in the first place to the search engine robots. Because search engine robots don't look at our pages like a regular human visitor does. They simply look at the text content that's rendered out to the browser. Actually, that's not entirely true. They look at the text content that can be derived from the source code and isn't always necessarily sent out to the browser, but it gets a little complex, so let's just move on. Alright, so our session question is pretty easy. What do my pages look like to the search engine robots? Well, that's easy. We know that our web analytics tools can answer that question. So let's limit this a little bit, and we'll check in the top 20 pages for things like the appropriate page title, proper header tags. We'll make sure there's a good meta description, and this is often used for the search engine report listings. We'll make sure that the right text has anchor links, and this is simply a link that is surrounding the important keywords that we have. There is opportunity to put alt text on images, and this is a way to let the search engine robots know that these keywords are important. We want to make sure that the text is in the right order, and that there's the right amount of keywords and keyword phrases on the web page. So these are the possible answers that we'll get from our web analytics session, and the action is pretty straightforward. If any of these things are broken, we need to fix them. Now let's narrow that a little bit and make sure that we focus on the most popular human visited pages first. Just because a page is visited more by a robot doesn't mean it's the most popular page to your visitors. So let's make sure that we optimize the pages that we want our visitors to see and get those ranking as well as we can in the search engine. So now that we have our 3 points for our Interrogators template, let's go ahead and take a look at which tools we show our answers.